this is how my projects are going to be uh, placed in the index. You can also make 4 pages index, that's fine, do it. Another one I have here, so it's like short stories. Want it here, and see, I can place it slightly above the index or slightly down the index. But if I somehow manage to align these two boxes together, it's going to make much more sense. So keep that in mind while doing it. I'll quickly change the picture and reposition the image, bring out that interesting thing. Oh, it's a kid's face. Up. Okay, I'll make one more here. Maybe we have 1 inch margin, so let's switch to normal and then follow the margin properly. We can shift all of it towards left. Now we have space here. Now necessarily you do not have to have one size of the box, we can also reduce the size if you want. Nobody is going to stop us from doing that. Alright, fine, I can have it here, give some less text here. Perfect. So of course we are going to change the, let's change the content of this one. Okay, and let's say that we have 3 projects which are very important. These 3 are very important, or you can say the lead projects I have done in these 6 months. So I'm going to of course highlight them. Now I also happen to have few other projects which I have done which are not as significant as these 3, so I'm going to give them less space in the index. Now prioritizing your content is very important. Now that gives the user, the viewer, feeling that you are a person who understands the importance of things over other things. It's all about how you play around with the psychology of the person who's going to view it. So it works, yeah. If you think, yeah, they don't care actually. They actually don't care that you have planned it so much, but subconsciously it works. You know, and I can just type here, the name of the project. Let's say that this is the name of the project. And type it here. Okay, once again I'm going for a simpler font. Same. Alright. And I'm going to change the color of it to black. Oh, sorry. There we did mistake. I want it to be white, and I'll put a box behind that of black color. So for sending this back in the stacking order, I'll use the shortcut Ctrl plus Shift plus left big bracket on the keyboard. It sends that black box to the back of the text. Okay, so this is the heading under which I have this small project featured in my portfolio. I'll make heading for this one as well and change this. Let's use this image only, but the color parity is same, so I'll go with a different image here. Control D. So let's go with this one. Yeah, I just put half of it. this much, this much. You can write something here if you want. Okay, I'll just change the heading. Okay, as I pasted, it took properties from where I copied, it. So we need to change the color of the font and the family of the font as well. Perfect. So let's go to the preview mode and see what we have built as our index. Is it looking nice or not? Yeah, looks cool to me. Okay, simple, easy, just plain boxes here and there, putting content inside and aligning them nicely, of course. So I want this line also here as well, just for maintaining the uniformity in the layout, and I'll also put it here. Okay, now here also I can feature a small, we have space here, so I'll just feature one project. Okay, okay. Maybe sit here. No, it was looking nice here only. Fine. Oh, let's change the. Oh, let's just use this one only. Yeah, this much. All right. So that is how we make index. Now we'll start with our first project, and we are running sort of pages, so we need more. Go to the pages panel and then make sure that the last page is selected, or the page after which you want to add more pages is selected. Click on the new icon, add as many as pages you want. Okay, so I have added 4 and 2 more pages I want. So in 6 pages I am going to finish up with my project 1. Now for the project 1 I need a title. How we are presenting our title is also important. So let's say that I have this title, just fill it up with random text, increase the size of it, let it acquire 2 columns full, and then make the text bigger and change the font. Fine. Okay, if you are irritated by the hyphenation mechanism of InDesign and it's really messing up your content, then you can very conveniently switch it off by selecting all of it and clicking here to go to the character formatting. Click here and there is this hyphenate option selected. You just switch it off and next time it won't hyphenate your text, rather it will switch it to the next line. Okay, so fine, I have the title here, and I'll just use this Control C, Control V, and I'll just switch it like switch the orientation of it and run it like this, keep it in the middle. Let's see the preview how it looks. Now we have to give it a description along with a cover image maybe, or I can feature the cover image here. Okay, I can feature the cover image here, so I'll just copy this box, the entire box here, say Ctrl D on the keyboard and place an image inside. I want a very elegant image here, very elegant image. So let's place this one. This is the, and I want to fill the frame proportionally, of course. Ctrl Alt Shift C on the keyboard, and let's bring it down a little more. So this crop always, you can spend time doing it. If you want it full, give it full page. Do justice to your work. It's your work. Okay, if it looks cheap this way, do something else, create that interest. I think this looks nice. Maybe, yeah, this looks better. Okay, this looks better. And I need to add some text here. Now, the moment I select the text tool and go inside on top of any shape, the cursor changes. Now, if I click, I'll be filling text inside. I don't want that. So I'll create my text box outside. Okay, let's switch to the normal view. I'll create my text box outside, fill it up with text, the placeholder text, and then bring it here. Okay, so let's say that I just want to place it in these two columns. Okay, here, and I want to break it in two columns. So Control B, break it in two columns, and we remember that the gutter space was how much? 0.25 inches. Say okay. Now we don't see it, you know, flowing to the second column because we do not have enough text. All right, fine. Now I will place a couple of images here also very fast. Let's. There is a frame. I'll just put one more image. Um, let's put this one only, and I want to do a mirror of it. So I'll go to edit. No, sorry, object menu, go to the transform and choose flip horizontal. It flips the content but also shifts it, so you need to drag it back. Now how we are working with images is very important here, so I'll just quickly explain what it is. If you click on it, the text frame or the graphic frame highlights. It's the bounding box. I can increase the size of the bounding box, reduce the size of the bounding box, right? Rotate. Alright, so, and I can click on this circle in the center, which is known as content grabber, to click and then move content inside the bounding box. That I can do. Alright, see. Now, you can also resize the content and then place it wherever you want. You don't have to go to the fitting options every time you want to resize the content. Alright, so don't confuse yourself with these two things. There is a frame, and inside the frame you have the content. If you want to access the content, you need to click on the content grabber and then move it. Fine. Alright. Or you can also double click anywhere to select the content and then move it. Fine. So I'll just place it here. Let's change this image. I don't want it here. So Control D. I'll bring out this one rather and fill it up with this. I'll copy the same image here. Say Control D and change it with this one and bring that girl here. Where is she? ये उल्टी होगी इधर से, तो हम कोई बात नहीं, we'll go to object, go to transform and flip it vertically. It says the value could cause one or more objects to leave the page, but that is fine, we'll bring it back, don't worry. अच्छा, okay, okay. अब तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होना चाहिए इसको. Alright, so there is always a way around. You just need to look for the right thing. And then वैसे ही रहने. Okay, let's just quickly have a look how it is looking in the preview mode, and if any necessary corrections are there, do it. Let's say that I want to increase this a little. Okay, and add something here. Oh, probably a bigger description. So I'll just copy things from here. Control C. Oh, it's too much. Control C, and I'll make a text box. Once again, the text box is already there. I'll just delete the replace the content, and let's just delete things from here. Select it and right align it. I want a right alignment. Okay, and reduce it and bring it here, or just put it here like so. Alright, or instead of this image, why not put this one, the entire mood board, and I'll seems to be doing more justice to the layout. Only this gray thing is not looking nice, but we can replace it with a texture if we want, right? So that is how you go forward, and then you can place your uh, images. Let's say that now I need to place these two boards, so I'll just click here, shift click on this one. Okay, you can select multiple images also, and then say open. Now both the images got loaded into my cursor. I'll switch to normal view because I want to take help of the guidelines we have here, and I want to place both the images. So I'll click and then drag to get one. I can click once again and then drag to get the second one. Fine. I'll just copy this one. I'm holding Alt as I drag it to copy it. I'll just place it here. And this one I want in the full page. I'll say Ctrl Alt Shift C on the keyboard. Fill it to the entire space. If the text is getting clipped here on the right hand side, I'll just use my arrow keys after selecting it. Something got clipped from here, that's fine, but the text shouldn't be clipped. Okay, fine. Now let's add couple of final images here. So I'll say Control D, go back, and I want these two images, this one and this one. Okay, say open, click and drag. Okay, you can also do something like this if you want, it's fine, but it's a spiral bounded document, so remember that. Okay, it might look okay if you experiment like this, that's fine. You should do it, I'm not saying don't do it, you can try doing it. And then I'll make another box here. And fill out this image probably. Pull it here. Let's try to fit it. If it's not fitting properly, we can always increase the size of the frame, no harm in that. And then you can add little text. I'll just delete something from here just to keep the interest, and add a space. Oh, sorry, not here. Here maybe. Let's look at the preview. Fine. Got it. Now we have the back cover left, and we can do many things with it, but I would just end it with an image and a message maybe, or it totally depends how you want it. So I would choose a solid color for filling in the back, filling the back of my portfolio. I'll go with black and reduce it to 40% black, and then make an ellipse, put it in the center, and fill this with an image. Let's pick let's pick this one. No, not this one. Don't end your portfolio like this. This will do good. This seems fine. Looks like a styling portfolio. Okay, you can add a drop shadow also. You just select the content, the frame, and go to effects, choose drop shadow. It will pop up a huge dialog box. Do not get intimidated by it. Just read out the things. You will see that most of the options it is providing you are already covered in Photoshop. So you click on the preview, wait for a while, and then it will give you that. I don't want any distance, so I'll just select everything, say 0. Don't hit enter, otherwise it will accept the values and you won't be able to manipulate other things. So I do not, the angle is fine. Since the distance is not there, the angle is not important here, and I want to increase the size of the drop shadow. So as I do so, you see there is a, see, it's popping out of the page. Okay, instead what you can do, you can go for inner shadow also, which punches the content on the page like it's doing right now. Okay, I can increase the size. It appears as if it is punched inside the page. I'll drop down the distance to 0 again and then punch it further. See? Okay, alright. You can apply both if you want. I'll just leave it to drop shadow for the time being and then say okay, and then you can write something here if you want. It's totally up to you, or you can end it like this. So that's it. That's how you make your portfolio, arrange your contents, and once you are done with it, uh, see, I could have covered a lot of different things such as paragraph style, character style, and adding page numbers, but that wouldn't make much sense, and even if I do so, it would be very confusing for you people to follow it. So right now let's just stick to our objectives. We are making a portfolio, we are featuring the things we have already seen here, and this will solve your purpose. Alright, so we'll go to file, choose Adobe PDF preset, and choose high quality print for exporting our work, and we will choose the same directory where I have the InDesign file saved. Make sure that it says Adobe PDF print. Click on save. A dialog box will pop up. Make sure that embed page thumbnails are on. It will take up some extra space but does good to your it will just embed page thumbnails also for faster preview, and optimize for fast web preview. Yeah, we want to do it. Create tagged PDF. Leave all the options on. We do not have enough time to explore these options. Make sure that the pages is set to all. You can also export a number of a defined range if you want. Make sure this is set to pages, not spreads. Alright, because you will be printing these separately. So it should be set to pages. Then choose export and wait for a while, let it run. See, till the time this keeps on going on, this keeps running, it means there is a background task happening. You click on that, see it's still exporting the document. So when it gets over, then you can go in the folder where you saved it. So we have it here. Okay, let's close. This is a new feature which InDesign is promoting. So inside we will have a PDF document. You can right click on it, open with uh, let's open it with Chrome and then see what do we have. I really wanted to have a look at it in facing pages view, but unfortunately we do not have a PDF viewer installed which can show us that facing view. Okay, the portfolio got exported. If you have a page leading to the entire spread, it will be cut in half. Do not worry, when you take the print out you can match it up while getting the page bounded. Fine. Okay, I'll just it would look nice in the facing page view. uh, you can also do, if you do not have a PDF viewer, let's try exporting the spreads and then see what do we have. So I'll just add 01 so that it doesn't replaces the previous file. Say save, and instead of pages I'll choose spreads and then say export. Let the background task run. It's done. Let's go and check. We have this. It's opening in Edge, and this time we do have facing pages where we can see our published work better.